Hey traders, welcome back. So in this series of videos, this is a new series and we're going to spend a lot of time doing these videos in the future. So if you like it, don't forget to subscribe. Lessons from trading books. Now, we all have, most of us have some trading books. Say if you're a new trader, then we're going to talk about some books and maybe some recommendations for you. But what we're going to do is I'm going to dig in to the books. I'm going to look for interesting pieces, interesting comments, interesting themes, and discuss them. And if you've got any comments, you can stick them in the comments below and we can go into a little bit more depth. It's not a review. We're not going to review a book here. I'm going to pick out bits from the book and then we're going to use those as a discussion point. So I have a big pile of books next to me, trading books. I have an even bigger, massive amount of books on my bookshelf at home, and I also have loads of them out for other guys who are reading. So I'll pull those back in and we'll pick the ones. So keep an eye out for the next few weeks and months when we bring these up. Today, I'm going to talk about stock market wizards. No cover on this, has disappeared somewhere. I think when I lent it out to somebody, it came back and the cover was completely torn, which is a shame, but never mind. Stock Market Wizards by Jack D. Schwager. Very, very popular books, these Market Wizards series. He started off with Market Wizards, then I think he had New Market Wizards, Stock Market Wizards, Hedge Fund Market Wizards. He's had loads of them. Basically, they're interviews with traders talking about their strategies, the way they get involved in the market, what they do, the discipline, the psychology, all that kind of good stuff. Really recommend reading every single one of them. Today though, we're talking about Stock Market Wizards. And one thing that I thought was really interesting he was interviewing a trader called Mike Minervini, I think his name is. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but never mind. And he was talking about how failed signals are so powerful. And I agree with him so much on this. The traditional chart patterns are great. They work well in the right place at the right time. If you've watched any of my other videos you talk about, I'm a real advocate of putting those in the right position. However, when it fails, and there's a comment here he says, is that I constantly try to figure out how the market can trick or frustrate the majority of investors. After the majority have been fooled, I then get in at what I call the point of smooth sailing. A so-called failed signal can actually be the beginning of a more complex pattern that is far more reliable. And that makes so much sense, guys. This is the essence of trapping traders, or people getting stuck short, of all retail getting caught out, why people get stopped so often. I love the way he's put this. He's kind of put it in a bit more of a succinct way, and maybe perhaps not so aggressive as taking the other side of losing traders. But ultimately, you know, that's what you're looking to do. When the majority of people are in something and it fails, like if you had good news out on a stock and they're all in and it fails to go up and it comes down, confusion sets in. That's when you can make your money on the short side. So that is really interesting. I thought that was a good piece. And actually in some other books as well, I recall from other wizard books, a lot of people, successful traders, talk about how doing that is the cornerstone of them making money when the unexpected happens. So let's look at another one quickly here. I've got earmarked down with my post-it notes is egos, and you're going to find this comes up in almost every single book where somebody's talking about trading and success in trading. It's ego. It's putting your ego to one side, and that is potentially, I guess, why so many guys who are trading lose money. They put their egos first. They want to be right. They want to make sure that they're doing the right thing and right or wrong. And when they lose, they feel it's a big dent to their ego. They prefer to be right. And it just is a recipe for disaster. And the big thing here, he says, what mistakes do people make in trading? And if, first of all, the very first thing he puts here, they let their egos get in the way. And I agree with that 100%. You've got to completely let go of your ego. You can't even think about your ego when you're trading. It's a business. You know, if someone doesn't come through the door of your bricks and mortar business, is your ego, is your pride hurt? No, you go, next one, I want to get out for customers, I want to market for customers, I want to get them through the door. Similarly with trading, if you lose on one trade, you should not take it personally. You are going to lose 50% of your trades, less than 50%, 40 to 50% of your trades, depending on the strategy, of course, but you're going to lose a lot of trades. So you have to get rid of that ego straight away. And the final thing that I wanted to talk about from the same guy is that his post-trade assessment and adjustment. So this is really interesting because he talks about rigorously controlling your losses, and we've always been an advocate here of risk control, risk management, You must control the losses above all thing else. Okay, it's fine to look for successful chart patterns, it's fine to look for different strategies, it's fine to do this, but the primary goal you must have is, as a trader, or especially as a retail trader that we are, is that you're first and foremost a risk manager. You know, keeping an eye out, rigorously keeping in charge of your losses. And also, second thing is developing a method that fits your personality and master that one style. Again, we've talked about this before, and I think you will agree with me. Leave a comment below if you agree or disagree on what your thoughts are on this. Finding that edge for you, or that style and strategy for you, is really the key to the game after the whole loss control thing. If you're trading something that doesn't fit well with your personality, you're swing trading, you prefer more action, or you're day trading and you really don't want to be involved in that in every day, or sort of multiple times a day decision making, then you're really never going to make a big success out of trading. And then the final thing is, got other things here, great points, but I want to focus on this one. Maintain absolute discipline to your plan, no exceptions. If you've got a trading plan, guys, if you've got a strategy, you have to stick to it. There's no point deviating from it, because you do yourself no favors. If you deviate from it and it happens to be a successful thing to deviate from it, or in other words, you make money by doing it, all you're doing is reinforcing bad behavior. If you deviate from it and you lose money, you're going to be frustrated because you've done it anyway. Stick to it. If you lose money still by sticking to your trading plan, what you have then is data to work from that you can adjust your trading plan. You can say, listen, I stuck to this for however many days, weeks, months, whatever it may be. It didn't work out. It needs tweaking. Whereas if you go off-piste, if you start wavering from the plan, you've got no data to work from. Those months, those weeks that you've been trading, completely useless. You can't adjust it because you don't know whether it works or not, because you were doing different things. So some really good things from that, guys. Really good really good pieces that I picked out from there. Going to come back to this one at some point in the future. There's loads of little tidbits in there that I want to talk about. But for now, Stock Market Wizards. I do recommend the book. If you haven't got it, go and get it already on Amazon or Audible. I'm not sure if it's on Audible yet. I'm a big fan of the audio books. I think they're really good. But yeah, Stock Market Wizards, Jack Schwager, a very good one. And keep an eye out for more videos like this in the future. If you do like it, please give it a thumbs up. Then we know to do more videos like this, and we dig into books and we talk about some of the things that the authors mention or the interviewees mention. And don't forget to subscribe so that you're alerted to more videos like this from myself and from others on this channel. Good trading, guys. Take care.